I want to talk about something a little controversial, and it's being ready for a relationship. I got a homeboy who fully believes you can't really be ready for a relationship without being in a relationship, and I'm a person that believes you can be ready for you can get ready for a relationship without being in a relationship. Now, from my angle, I think being ready for a relationship is loving yourself, knowing what you need to know about yourself, so you can be the best person that you can be for the relationship, so someone else isn't trying to pick up the things you can't do. But I can also see his angle of, well, if you're not in a relationship, what relationship worthy things can you work on without being in a relationship? But the way I look at it is, for a basketball team, right? You obviously don't run fives all the time to get ready for tryouts. You still have to work on your individual skills to be the best asset you can be in 5-on-5 basketball. And that's how I look at it. Because if you come to a relationship with a lot of insecurities, a lot of past things, like a whole bunch of stuff, you're going to end up either running that person off or end up being in a situation where that person has to pick up all these things that you chose not to work on, which to each his own. I'm not saying whether you do or don't do you, but I just think there's a healthy way before getting into a relationship. Like, for example, if you think, oh, this person is just like my ex, or oh, I would do this, I would do this, and you have that negative mindset, you're going to be more likely to project. Why would you get into a relationship knowing you're going to project on a person who's never given you a reason to think they're going to do any of that stuff? If you keep your mind clear, if you keep your mind in a good space, you won't assume everyone's always in a negative one. And that's just one example. But I feel like a lot of people do these things, bring them into relationships, and figure I'll do the work later because I'll have somebody there to work with me. But you're really just afraid of being alone. And you shouldn't be afraid of being alone, because being alone is the one space where you get to work on yourself without being judged, rushed, or like, I guess even like bothered. I don't know. Like, you're not rushed and you're not judged because it's just you versus you. I don't know what y'all think, but that's my personal opinion. If you stayed this long, give me a follow. I give my relationship advice on my page. Peace.